Hello there folks, welcome back to the Play School, and as ever thank you for joining me. Now today is going to be a challenge all round. I heard a tune the other day for the first time. I'm a little bit late to this party, and it's Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. And I thought to myself, this is a great track. I really want to learn how to play it, and I also really want to do a tutorial on it. It presents me with two problems. It means I've only known this track a few days, and the second problem is I'm not anywhere near as good at singing as Benson Boone. So please forgive me if my singing is a little wayward here and there, but I assure you these chords are bang on, okay? So as usual, what I'm going to do is teach you the chords, the rhythm and the structure, and then at the end I'm going to give you a little bit of jazz to make it even better, and then right at the very end I'm going to play it all the way through. So let's get on with it. Okay, so this song's actually in the key of B flat. It doesn't feel like it is. The B flat notes, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. Now, as is often the case with these scales, you can see that it's B flat, C, D, black note, white note, white note, black note, white note, white note. And then the last gap before we get to B flat is always this half step, A to B flat, right? So we got B. Now this song is really clever in that it never really lands on that satisfying B flat. That's kind of one of the things that's cool about it, but it is in fact in that key. So what are the chords? Our verse intro, in fact a lot of this piece is going to center around 4 chords, and they are E flat. So let's take our E flat here, E flat, G, B flat, and we're going to take the E flat from the bottom and put it on the top, and that gives us our first chord. From there we're going to go to a B flat chord. So B flat is B flat, D and F, and we are B flat, E flat and G flat. So what we want to do is keep that B flat where we've got it and try and find the other notes around it. Okay, so B flat is there, we need a D, nice and easy, and we need an F. And what you'll see is your hand is kind of pivoting around that middle B flat note. So, and then our last chord for the intro will be an F. F, A, C, root position. We're kind of gravitating towards that the whole time. And as always, those 3 chords are matched with bass notes named after them. E flat goes with an E flat, could be this one, could be this one, could be both. When we get to the chorus later, E flat goes with E flat, B flat, and to F. And now, the pattern that I want you to think of as our kind of home pattern is E flat to B flat, and then in the verse we're going to go F, and then we're going to go up to a G flat, a G minor, which is up to here. We're just going to step this up. I don't usually like stepping up from one chord to its adjacent chord, but in this instance, because it's a minor, major to a minor, it's not quite as jarring, and also it really helps us get back to our E flat. It's a G minor. So G, skip A, play B flat, because we're in the key of that, right? And then in the key signature, B is flat, because it's B flat, and then we skip the C and play D, G minor. And that leads us nicely back up to our E flat. G minor. And I want you to think of our finisher here as like, makes section A of the verse. There's more on that later. So our second 3 chords are E flat, B flat, and F. Now, quite often in this song, you'll find that a section ends with just that E flat, B flat, F. Most of these chords, we're going to change time signatures, but most of them have like a 2 beat, whether it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Later on, but then sometimes we just have the F and it lasts twice as long as all the others. Let me play you those first 4 chords again. For a while. Let's try that again. For a while. Lately I've been A section again. I see my family every month. And a girl my parents love. She'll come and stay all night, and I think I might have it all. Okay. Section A twice. Section B. And it starts exactly the same. And I thank God every day for the girl. Or so far, so simple. Right, now, got a lovely little change here. We are going to go to our G minor chord, but we're going to pass through this, let's call it F sharp diminished 7 on the way, or G flat diminished 7, whichever you want. I guess I best decide. G flat diminished 7. And what we're going to do there, right? Easiest way. This change happens a lot because it's a great way of getting to the adjacent minor chord. First thing you want to think of is actually the only change from F major to G flat diminished is that the bottom note changes from F to F sharp, which gives you this stack of minor thirds, is what it is. F sharp to A to C, and then goes nicely to G minor. Right. If you just did that, you'd be fine. It's still really nice. But let's do it properly. F sharp, A, C. On top of that, I want to stack another minor third, so it's C to E flat. For those of you can think of like a C chord would be C to E, C minor chord would be C to E flat, and it gives you this lovely like tense chord, right? So it goes from F. All we're doing is lift into the F sharp and adding the E flat, and then we're back to G minor. And then we're going to finish that off with our E flat, B flat, F as before. So let's try, and I thank God every day for the girl He sent my way. I know the things He gives me He can take away. Not brilliant on singing there, but those are the chords. And that is section B. Now, so we've got A, B. Now we've got this C section of reverse, and this only happens once in this first verse. Same start. And I'll hold you every night. Now, we're going to go through 3 chords we've already met, but in a weird order. And that's G minor, I'll drop down to F, and then come to our E flat. So, to remember those chords, we want to hear that bass line. It's a and our right hand is just a step down, opposite direction, and then back up to E flat, which is the first chord. Okay, so I want to hold you overnight. That's a feeling I want to get used to. And this lovely little intro. And a man is terrified. That is a C minor chord. So from E flat, this is a really simple change. C minor, C, E flat, G. We are on G, B flat and E flat. So we've already got 2 of the notes we need. I'm just going to switch that B flat to a C. There's no man is terrified. Finish with an F. And the man who stands to lose you. Now, quite often I would advise you to keep that C in the middle. And the man who stands to lose you. Feel free to play F either there or there. I think there kind of like gives it that nice little somber. It's just like the end of a section, right? This is the end of our like 4/4 section. More on that in a minute. So yeah, this works really nicely, and it's the one we've been playing up to now, so easy to remember. So let's do the intro and the verse all the way through. Intro. For a while it was wrong. Lately I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. See my family every month. Found a girl my parents this love, and she'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all. I thank God every day, D-section, for the God He sent my way, and all the things that He gives me, He can take away, and I hold you every night I see, and that's a feeling I want to get used to. There's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you. You see, we've been going like this all the way through, and then that's the end of that meter. Okay, so we've just finished our first verse. Lovely job. Now here's where we abandon our nice steady 4/4 that we've been working in up to here. Right, we've been going 1, 2, 3, 4. Really easy, right? For the rest of the piece, we are going to be in 6/8 time, which means we're counting 6. And they are 1/8 notes, which generally speaking is just used because they are faster, right? So 6/8 feels like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you try counting that, most important thing to get 6/8 right, the feel, is that your strong beats, that's why we have time signatures, are on 1 and 4, right? So just shout them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will give you the feel that we need, because we need to jump straight into this, okay? So our pre-chorus is actually just going to use those, the kind of basic verse chords, right? E flat, what was that? E flat, B flat, F, and G minor, right? And we're going to do those twice. But here's the difference, right? We're going to start, we've finished there. Of course, as it's the end of a section, we're going to do that E flat, B flat, F again. Okay, so for our pre-chorus, just to recap, E flat, B flat, F, just all as we've been doing before, G minor twice. And then last time, E flat, B flat, F, end of section, twice as long. Okay, so let me just play the end of like the man is terrified as the man stands to lose you. Please stay. I want you, don't take then you're into the chorus. Okay, these beautiful things that I've done. That's where we are now, right? So I talked about doubling the bass line at the bottom. I talk about it a lot. Once you're comfortable with these chords, this is a great way to get that heavy, like 1, 2, 3, bow, you need B flat there, right? So let's talk about, we know the chords. They're switched around slightly for this. So we're going to go, please stay. And then we're going to continue, like, these are going to, think about them as going all the ways down. G minor first, then F. Yeah? So it's just the F and the G minor the other way round. Post-chorus is the same. B flat, and because it is the end, we finish with E flat, B flat, F. Right, so we're going to come back to those. What I really want to talk to you about for this chorus is how we're going to get that rhythm. Because it's like, bam, 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 please, bam, 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 stay. So I've tried a few things out. And, that is the one that I found works best on the piano, right? If you leave the 4 open, please stay. Now, it's not quite right, I don't think. So I like to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got. Okay, so verse 2, I want to talk very quickly about, we know all the chords. I'll take you through them again, but I want to talk about just like, again, how we're going to make this tick stylistically, right? Okay, so we just finished here, and I want you to think the reason I split verse 1 into A, B, and C, we did A, B, C, is because for verse 2, we're just going to go A, B, right? So A was E flat, B flat, F, G minor, and then our little finisher 3, E flat, B flat, F. So that was A. B was our funky one with the diminished chord in, right? E flat, B flat, F, G flat diminished, G minor. And then our 3-chord finisher, E flat, D flat, F. Okay. So those are the chords. Like I say, we know these chords. We've been playing them all the way through. So let's think. Please don't I found my way. Now, rhythmically, we are in 6 now, rather than 4 that we were in before, but we're still going to go with this 2 beat just to start off, to give you a bass line, like a bass camp rhythm to work from. I want you to think about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it's I found my on the F for the finisher chords. I'll tell you and then here we're just going to stop and play the chords. I got double the left hand again. I got peace and I got love. Yeah, that's those chords. I got peace and I got love. And then here we want to do like a dramatic build up, right? Just okay, so yeah, the second verse, it's kind of the same as the first. Tell you what, we play that all the way through. I found my everything's good and it's great, but I sit and wait till it's good. So yeah, I know I've got enough. I got peace and I got love. Etc., etc. Okay, so structurally this piece, I usually say it's quite simple. I guess it's not too bad. The only thing that's tricky about this is we've got that pre-chorus that only happens once, and the verses are 2 different lengths. So maybe break it down for you. You've got your intro, then we've got verse 1, which is A, B, C. Then we have our pre-chorus. Then we have our first chorus and post-chorus, which is like, whoa, whoa, that bit. Then we have verse 2, which only consists of A once and B once from our verse sections. Then we go straight into our second chorus. And then we have the post-chorus. Oh, 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 oh. To finish it, that finishing 3 chords. So they're in the post-chorus. Please stay. And we're just going to repeat them. I want you, I need you, oh God. I need these beautiful things that I've got. There, you should be able to play the whole thing. Okay, so I've got 2 little bits of jazz for you here. One is like the intro. It's on a guitar, and it's got this lovely little kind of hammer on, which I think we can do on the piano. So we're currently here. And the first thing we are going to do is we're going to break the chord. Yeah? So this is kind of 2 things in one. Break the chord and keep that last one like it as a whole chord, I think. You know, you can mix and match these, but the principle of breaking a chord is like this, right? All you're going to do, in this instance, we're just going to play them, rather than as one whole chord, we're going to play them in ascending order. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to make that intro really pop, there's this bit, okay, which I want you to add on. Yeah. So when you hit, you just really stretch your hand out for this, but you can do it. You're going to play the G, B flat, and as you play the E flat, we're going to play the F as well. We're aiming towards G, right? Good lesson here is if you need 4 notes, which you quite often do for rhythmic interpretations, is whatever note your thumb is on, just play it with your pinky as well. That is going to work whatever inversion your chord is in. And in this case, yeah, we're going to go G, B flat, G. So that's your first kind of like start there. Now all we want to do is put this little grace note in where it's almost like we've hit the F by accident. And you can keep this going all the way through the first verse. Oh wow, now it was rough. Okay, broken chords and a little grace note, make it all pop. I hope my singing wasn't too bad during that. Any questions, comments, please let me know below. Have fun, I'll see you in the next video.